Hey everybody! Today we're going over another song. We're going to throw it back to the 70s this time, and we are going to listen to Grand Illusion by the band Styx. This song came out in 1977. Styx is actually one of my dad's favorite bands, so I'm really excited to listen to this song with you and review it. Before we get to that though, I want to talk to you a little bit about makeup and cosmetics. All of the woke agenda crazy that's happening around us. Most cosmetic companies in the United States are backing that. Personally have It Cosmetics, CoverGirl, Elf. I've already purchased these things. I'm not going to waste them. I'm going to use them since I've already spent the money anyway. But moving forward, I don't want to send my money to a company that supports things that I'm not comfortable with. I have discovered a company that makes cosmetics with a conscience, with Christian values. They are a debt-free company. They're American made. As I run out of certain items in my makeup bag, I'm going to start replacing them with this other company. The line is called Say Bella, and so far I have purchased mascara. And that's it. But the mascara is fantastic. It lasts all day. I've chosen the waterproof version. I feel like the waterproof helps your lashes to stay where you put them a little bit better. That's just my personal preference. I'm really excited to move forward purchasing more of the Say Bella line within my wellness box because I know the ingredients are going to be safe and effective, and the money I'm spending is going toward causes that I feel comfortable with. Now, let's get to the music. Grand Illusion by Styx. I have not listened to this song in a lot of years, so I'm really excited to listen to it again with my eyes open to what's happening in the world around us and kind of see what message I receive from it now that I have further understanding than what I had previously. Let's check it out. Oh, there is not a music video for this one apparently. My mistake. So what we are going to do is watch a live performance.
Have you ever been sitting at home watching television and suddenly something comes on the TV and you say to yourself, hey, how come my life ain't like that? Or maybe you're sitting looking in a magazine, you see some pictures, some advertisements, you says, man, I must really suck because my life sure ain't like that. Did you ever feel that way? Well, you want to know why your life isn't like what you see on TV and in movies and magazines and such? You want to know why? Because that's all bullshit.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Don't you go believe in movies and TV and rock videos and all that crap. Come on, I mean, really. All that is somebody else's fantasy. You know what I'm saying to you? In fact, all of this is really more like a see what's happening.
interesting way to start out the song, huh? For many years, the majority of the people who actually could see what was happening were only the very, very top earners, the elites. I mean, those are the ones that are in control too. And they're the ones that know the truth behind all of this illusion that we're living in. So that's a pretty cool way to start this whole idea and introduce that concept. Let's keep going.
The stage is set, the band starts playing. Suddenly your heart is pounding. Now wishing secretly you were a star.
Secretly wishing you were a star. I think a lot more people used to wish that because it still is presented in such a glamorous, beautiful way that you'll have money and you'll be a star and your life will be perfection and all these things. And now, as I'm learning more and more about what that life is like, I don't want to be a part of any of those crazy clubs or going to any islands, or I don't want the devil worship, satanic, any of it. I don't want any of it.
But don't be fooled by the radio.
They're telling us right here that the radio is manipulating us, that the songs that we are hearing are manipulated, which they totally are. One of the top songs that was at the top of the charts for I don't even know how many weeks was WAP by Cardi B, and the video on that, I couldn't even watch the whole thing. It's so awful. But that's the kind of music that's being pushed on all of us. And then Sam, what the heck is his name? The crazy Satan guy from that award show, Sam Smith, with his Unholy. Those are the songs that are being pushed to the masses. Like, clearly, they do not have our best interest at heart, and we are being manipulated through the songs on the radio. Let's keep going.
The TV or the magazine, they'll show you photographs of how your life should be, but that's just someone else's fantasy.
Now remember, this was done in 1977 is when the song was released, so this was long before social media. And if we look at it from today's eyes, social media is catered to show us the fantasy, the what you should be. A lot of times when I'm scrolling through social media, you get these little blurbs of perfection, and it makes me feel like, well, I'm not good enough. But nobody is 100%. And I mean, if you look right now, the camera angle that you've got right now shows the neat and tidy part of my bedroom, because that's what I intentionally did for you. But my bedroom's a mess. Like, that's how social media works, though, is that you only are showing everybody what you want them to see. So what we are comparing our lives to is not reality, it's a fantasy. Exactly like this song just said. Let's keep listening.
So everything your life is will be an illusion, 'cause you never win the game. Just remember that it's a grand illusion. Deep inside we're all the same. We're all the same.
That was so good. That was just confirming exactly what I just said the last time I paused, that underneath it all, we're all the same. We're all humans. We all have faults. We all make mistakes. Everything is messy sometimes. That's part of being a human being. And we get so caught up in the comparison game, what we wish we had, the coulda, woulda, shoulda, looking back things, instead of just embracing where we are right now. I love that message.
'cause your neighbor's got it made. Just remember that it's a grand illusion.
Those are powerful words right there. And while he's specifically saying don't compare yourself to neighbors, when we add in the depths of what we know Hollywood to be, it's all an illusion. We're presented with actors and musicians and these people, these elites that are so poised and so beautiful, and we're supposed to want to follow their fashion sense and be just like them. My first thought is the Kardashians, right? Everybody wants to be like the Kardashians. Okay, not everybody, but a lot of people want to be like the Kardashians. They are so fake. There's so much plastic surgery. There's so much lipo and Botox and makeup and Photoshop that goes into making them look the way that they do on our screens. It's all an illusion. And this idea that these people are so influential and should be adored and should be mimicked is just, it's just silly, and it won't bring us happiness. The only person that we should be mimicking in order to create happiness in our lives is Jesus Christ. If we mimic him, if we follow him, if we allow him to be our trendsetter, then absolutely we will find long-lasting joy and peace and comfort in this lifetime. But not a single person from Hollywood or our neighbors or anybody else, if we're trying to be just like them. We will never feel content. We will constantly feel that confusion in our lives and in our hearts.
Deep inside, we're all the same. Competition. Join us in our benign ambition. Get yourself a brand new motor car. And someday soon we'll stop to ponder what our lost despair we're under. We laid the grave and still we wonder who the hell we are.
What I'm understanding from that is a nod to the brainwashing that happens in the public school system. You can get through and you can get good grades and you can do as you're told and fit into that box the way that you're supposed to, but then you come out. That's why people have midlife crises, because they get to 40 and they're like, I've done everything I was supposed to do and I still don't even know who I am. That's powerful. That's a big deal. And that's something that we all need to worry about, is start pondering, ask questions. Our society now is making us feel like asking questions is a problem, when in reality, we all need to be asking questions all the time about all the things that are happening around us. What's happening in our government? What's being put in our food? Why are trains derailing? Why are we lighting toxic chemicals on fire so that now the soil and the water and all the things are poisoned? Why are we not being told who's on the list from the island? Why do we still not know that? The first time in history that 2 people were convicted of child trafficking, but not a single client. Why is that? Start asking questions. Why are we being pushed the juice so hard? Who owns it? Why is it such a big deal that so many people get that juice when we know it's ineffective? It doesn't help you. You can still get the vid after you've gotten juiced. Like, how does that make sense? Ask questions. actually watched Styx live. So this was, oh my goodness, 45 years ago, ballpark, something like that. That's a lot of years ago, and they did a great job. They have good stage presence, and that was fun, and a great message. If you walk away from this with anything, ponder what's happening around us. Start asking questions. That's where all of this begins, in figuring out, why are things not quite connecting, fitting the way that they should? Why do things seem off? Start looking for answers. And what you find is not always pretty, but I would much rather know the truth of what's happening around us and the reality of this spiritual warfare, this good versus evil that's literally happening right in front of our eyes. I'd much rather know that than continue to be asleep. I can't even talk. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a fantastic day, everybody. The Outer Mama signing out. That was my butt. I hope you enjoyed it. Oh, I gotta pee.